Hello everyone and hello everyone and this is my reaction to Frieren Beyond Journey's End episode 23. Last time we had a small break after the first test ended of the first class mage exam. Frieden and Fern came back to Stark. I think Fern missed Stark quite a bit. She was questioning him like a concerned mother and then tapping on his back when he didn't sleep on time or eat properly. And Frieren and Stark had the toughest hurdle to conquer in this episode, pleasing an angry Fern, which meant blowing through a lot of the savings they got when Fern and Stark attended the soiree that one time. They had to please her two times. So yeah, we got to see everybody hanging out after the first test. Ubel and the other guy who's on Fern's team, Denkin, Laufin, and Richter. It seems like Denkin has taken quite a liking to Laufin, treating her as if she's his own granddaughter. It was funny and kind of cute. We saw a bit of Lavina and Kana, so they eventually showed up to hang out with Frieren, and then Verbal showed up to take Stark away. So now they've become hunting buddies or something. And now the second test is about to begin. So apparently, whenever a test is proctored by Zenza, no one has ever passed it. And Zenza considers herself a pacifist. And since the episode is titled Conquering the Labyrinth, I assume that means it's going to be some kind of maze. So yeah, so let's see how they conquer that maze in this episode of Frieren. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. Please leave a like on the video if you do. Share your thoughts in the comments down below. And please subscribe to my channel for more from me. Alright then guys, let's get started. Second test proctor, Zenze, first class mage. It's spelled sense.
Anyone who wishes to become a first-class mage should be able to pass it with ease.
I just noticed the height difference between Frieren and Fern. Frieren's only up to like here, and Fern's up to here. Conquering the labyrinth. Sorry about the background noise, guys.
To move on to the third trial, you must reach the deepest level of the dungeon. That is the only requirement. I am a pacifist. I abhor fighting and conflict. Therefore, everyone who reaches the bottom floor will pass.
Hold on.
You are currently attempting to reach the pinnacle of magehood. First-class mages can make the impossible possible. Why should it matter who's entered this tomb before? We are here to gauge your abilities.
I'm assuming that there must be some definitive way of proving that we reached the bottom level. Perhaps there's a treasure we're supposed to return to you?
You won't need to prove anything. I'll descend to the depths of the dungeon with you.
Oh.
Naturally, I'll offer no assistance.
Okay, actually no, it's Frieren's only up to like here.
Each of you will take a rescue bottle with you.
Wait, check her hair can.
These were designed by Lernen, a first-class mage. They hold escape golems. Break the glass and it will grow to full power. At that point, it will remove you from the dungeon. Using your golem means you fail the test, but I urge you to do so if you can't continue due to injury or other hurdles. I don't want any mages with promising futures dying here.
Okay.
And this trial has a time limit. The
Oh.
bottles will shatter automatically at dawn tomorrow.
Alright then. Maybe it's best to go as a group. Those two aren't fighting each other, huh? Those three are sticking together. Those two also. What about Frieren and Fern?
It would be wise to work together.
Surely you're not suggesting that we help one another out.
Why not?
There's no reason for us to fight or face this alone. We would all benefit from cooperation.
That is not happening.
Why not?
Unlike the last test, our companions don't have to survive in order for us to pass. We're under no obligation to engage our fellow candidates.
Well, yeah, but
But you'd likely use me as a sacrificial pawn?
so
I'll do
that's
this
what he thinks will
myself.
happen. Don't be stupid. What?
Stubborn fools. Why can't they see that numbers would give us an advantage this time?
Exactly.
We should go, Fern. Everyone's made their choice. They know who they trust.
I believe I'll accompany the two of you inside.
Okay.
You seem like you'll have an easier time than the rest of the mages.
Just don't get in the way.
She won't. Oh, they have a map. Or is that another spell they have? A map spell. That's a handy spell to have.
That stone's a trap. Please try to be more careful.
Wait! Zenza? Were you gonna do that on purpose? Okay, so some more flashbacks to him.
The stairs should take us down to the next floor.
Yes, you're right. Which is why we're turning around. There's more of this level to explore.
A smart decision.
He wanted to see everything that was there.
In a dungeon, it's important to explore the entire area before proceeding to the next floor. Every adventurer knows that.
I've never heard it before.
Frieren.
You find that ridiculous, don't you? If we don't go down every possible path, we might miss a rare grimoire along the way.
Just down there. Keep exploring.
Of course.
Too easy. Those who haven't started yet, why not? Oh, and they have neither.
Connor, let's leave them.
Well, Duncan, you want to go or not?
There were enough skilled mages to ensure everybody made it to the bottom.
That's true. But not everyone is as pragmatic as you.
Unfortunately.
Think of this. The smartest among us have remained. We make a clever quintet. At least none of us are idiotic enough to fall for mimics or other obvious traps.
Like Frieren.
That counts for something, Danny.
Is that a mimic?
You saw the analysis from the Mikite spell.
It's a mimic.
Mimic.
Yes, please, please, please.
That spell only has a 99% accuracy rate.
Still, I would trust her if I were you.
Many important historical...
Please, 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 I want to see it. I want to see it. Where are the teeth? Oh, it's going to be scary, I'm sure.
It's as I thought.
I feel like it's going to be scary.
Valuable grimoire inside.
Why am I so scared? I'm both excited and also scared.
Years of experience as a mage tells me.
Dang it, I thought they would show the whole thing like... But instead her face got stuck. I thought it would be more like alive and stuff. Pull it out, pull it out. Ah! Oh, she's so far in there. Look at Zenza.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong people to follow.
1 minute you're destroying the most powerful barrier there is, and next this happens. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Look out! Oh gosh! There's more. Okay, it's a magic attack, so that should be able to block it. Or not! Oh wait. Oh, it's a reflector barrier. That's interesting. Oh! Oh, come on! Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh gosh, that is scary. Oh wow.
Not even a scratch. She has no choice. Break your bottle!
Do it. Well, she's out. But at least she's not gonna die. Wow, those things are something else. This is why you all have to stick together. Frieren's still stuck. Frieren, come on, do something. How long is it gonna take?
The best solution is to push them together. When the mimic chokes, it stops fighting.
Okay.
I've mentioned this sooner.
You should have said that earlier. There.
Safe at last.
How did you escape mimics when you were by yourself?
I blow them up from the inside with offensive magic.
Well, why didn't you do that this time?
When I can, since it wreaks havoc on my hair. I returned. Hair has faced grave injury.
So you sometimes show up with a completely different hairstyle?
We're on a tight timeline.
Says the girl who spent I don't know how much time with her head stuck in a mimic, despite knowing that it's a mimic. Oh, nice. Alright, down the dungeon they go.
This looks like the main route, so we'll turn back for now.
You're using him because Himmel. He liked exploring dungeons. Another mimic.
Does this seem too easy?
We've collected some pretty nice treasure.
It looks like a pile of junk to me. Strange. I don't get it. Neither do I. Why do these trinkets make her happy?
Crystal ball.
She's obsessed. No, Fer. You're the one I don't understand.
Oh, what?
I've observed a wealth of young mages, but never one with skills comparable to yours. I assume you have trained extremely hard. And yet I sense no passion or determination in you.
Oh.
It's puzzling. I became a mage to repay a debt to somebody. I did my best to do everything by the book.
Hider.
Being a proper mage was the only thing I thought about. I devoted my life to achieving that goal without considering what my world would look like afterwards. Maybe that's the problem. I spent all my determination. Now I've got no passion left. And
How long have you
tell me,
been like that?
why do you continue to search for magic? Take a look at her. She's having fun. I'd say so. The first time I entered a dungeon with Mistress Frieren, her face lit up. She collected every magic item we came across, even if it was trash. Watching her made me smile too. I think I continue searching for magic because I like seeing her happy. In a way, it carries over to me. It would appear that I was right to accompany you after all. I'm sure you'll find a way to enjoy this labyrinth, as brutal as it can be.
Yeah, I'm sure. Is that the bottom or it's on another floor? Surely that can't be the bottom, right? What was that? What was that supposed to be?
Verbal.
What?
No resting. Keep up the pace.
I've been captured.
Huh?
There are 3 mages here who are concealing their mana. An ambush.
That Tubel. I'm sure of it.
I can't say I expected to encounter such handsome opponents.
What is going on?
Sharf, take me. Anna, you're on Sharf.
And you.
I should be able to handle her.
So you had to fight each other. Well, this just became complicated. A clone of Frieren. I just thought about that. Do they have to fight Frieren in here? Oh, that's gonna be something else. Oh, nice. Like the hand to hand over there. Well, not quite hand to hand, but staff to staff. Okay, just. Oh, that was cool. Oh, nice. They couldn't do anything against that.
It's a replica, one created using magic. A demon or monster is likely to blame. This is alarming. I've never seen such a perfect copy of another person before. Its mana and skills were identical to yours, Laufin. So is its behavior. It's possible to see that imbued with your memories.
What?
That's horrifying.
Her memories also.
There is one saving grace. She was easy to spot as a fake given her coloring. At the very least, we won't harm each other by accident.
That's good to know.
Much we don't know about them. If whoever casts this spell can control multiple copies at once, they'd certainly make a terrifying opponent.
Oh, yes.
Whatever the case, this goes to prove that we were correct in teaming up.
Yep.
Gives
Indeed.
us more options for dealing with them.
Who's. What?
I wonder,
Those feet.
can our group handle her?
Oh, is it? Oh, I just thought about that. It's Frieren, isn't it? It's Frieren.
There's only one thing I know for sure.
It's Frieren.
If this weren't a trial, I would have shattered my bottle and retreated a long time ago.
It is Frieren. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're all gone. Can they beat a full? Can they beat a perfect copy of Frieren? Of course, they ended there. It kind of seemed like that's where they were gonna end it. Can they beat a perfect copy of Frieren? Oh my gosh! I just thought of something. Can the golems also stop Frieren? Can they escape from her? If not, then that would be terrible. At the ruins of the king's tomb, located in the northern lands. Okay. So we had dungeon exploring this time. Not exactly a maze, but it's close enough. Like not like this kind of maze that go here. It's also down also, but it's a labyrinth. So, okay, and it has traps and all that. So Zenza brought them to a place this dangerous because as first class mages they're gonna have to be able to tackle all sorts of tough situations and they need to be able to handle it. So maybe she said they have to get to the bottom because it's tough to get there and just being able to get there is all the proof that she needs. And she's gonna have to accompany Frieren's group there. I'm starting to think maybe Frieren's group is going to end up there last. So just Frieren, Fern, and Zenza. And there was no rule about having to fight each other or anything like that. It was entirely possible for every single participant to pass this test. Duncan had the smartest idea as expected. They all should team up and go in. They have nothing to gain from sacrificing each other. In fact, saving each other is the best option for them because it gives them plenty of options to work with. The more the merrier, and this is true more than ever. But some people, like that one guy, was being stupid and just thought Denkin would sacrifice him or something. But Denkin is experienced, he's older, he knows better than to do that because he knows he has everything to gain from going back and saving the other test takers because having them by his side increases his chances as well as theirs. They're helping everybody over here. So there was nothing to gain from splitting up, yet that's what they did. But people only go with who they trust. So the first team had built up quite a bit of trust, so that's what happened. Verbal's group went together. I think the first team also went together. Frieren and Fern went together. Lavina and Kana went together. They weren't fighting as much this time though. But if you keep the two of them by themselves, they may get into fights on their own. If they fight clones with their memories, maybe their clones will also fight each other. That would be pretty funny to watch, huh? And if that happens, that would make their job a lot easier too. But then that means their clones would also have the same kind of teamwork they do. Actually, I'm now kind of wondering maybe Lavina's clone bullies the real Kana and the real Lavina bullies the clone Kana. Maybe something like that will happen, huh? Who knows? Because if they are identical copies, then that could happen. So, yeah, so when I first saw the binding spell on Era, I thought maybe Uba was doing it because we now know that she learned that spell. But then the copies showed up and yep. And so it's not just they show up over there and the copies are formed. Maybe someone else is casting the copies because those copies were already there. But Denkin's group got into a room where they had a formidable foe waiting for them. Actually, before I get to that, let me talk about Frieren and Fern's exploration, which involved mimics. There was one part where Frieren knew that it was a mimic. There was a 99% chance that it was a mimic, but she still let her curiosity get the better with her. I thought it would be something like, open up, munch! But instead it just cut to her face already being stuck in the mimic, or her head rather, and Fern had to pull her out. It wasn't until a while later that Frieren told Fern that she could push her and that would actually make it easier. She could have mentioned that a lot sooner. Zenza started to question it though. And then we also got an interesting bit about Fern. Zenza didn't sense any passion from Fern using magic. She said she only learned magic in the first place to pay a debt to Hyter. And I remember Fern saying that it could have been pretty much any skill. It didn't have to be magic, but that's a skill Frieren chose. That happened way at the beginning. But now she accompanies Frieren along because seeing her happy makes her happy too. The way she's always so excited about going through the so-called treasure in these dungeons. But now Teresa Stark actually made her a bit happier. Because sure, she accompanied Frieren for several years before they met Stark. But I like seeing their relationship grow, and I think for friends now become a lot happier to have him along also. But yeah, back to Duncan. So now they have to fight an exact copy of Frieren. Can they beat her? Can they beat someone as powerful as her? Even if they all combine, can they beat her? Frieren was able to beat Duncan using nothing but basic combat spells. This is not gonna be easy for them. Somehow I think it's gonna take Frieren herself to beat Frieren. Will Frieren have to use full power to beat her though? Then now I'm very, very, very interested to see how this will continue. Is it actually as powerful as the real Frieren or not? Well, we'll have to see how the exploration continues next time, so let's see then. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode of Frieren, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.